Welcome to Shaping African Conversations. I am Lorna Irungu-Macharia. Today I'm going to delve on a topic that I personally really care about, and that is about trust. Who do you do business with? Who do you engage with? And what is the most important thing for you? Well, for me, it's trust. I need to trust the people I'm having a conversation with. But what does that mean for business? What does that mean for us as Africans? What does that mean for policymakers? Stephen Covey once said that contrary to what most people believe, trust is not some soft, elusive quality that you either have or you don't. To be fair, trust is a pragmatic, tangible, actionable asset that you can create. I love those words. It's tangible. You can create it. And how do we create trust? Why is trust important, especially in this environment, especially now? In a world that's fast moving, where information is coming from various sources, who do you believe? More importantly, why do you believe them? If you're running a campaign, if you're running a business, how do you choose who to believe and why to believe them? We've seen a lot of fake news, which has probably been the key word around news and media for the last 1.5 years. People using manipulative stories to be able to push an agenda. Cambridge Analytica recently came into light for the damaging work that they seem to have done over the last 1.5 years. And a lot of evidence is coming out of that, which gives me a perfect segue to discuss about who to trust. A lot of people and a lot of sources had said that what they were doing and that Cambridge Analytica had been involved, kinda, sorta. There was no concrete place you could go and say, yes, they are. But when traditional news media sources broke the news and all of them, 3 of the major international news agencies confirmed it, it became fact. So in a world where this information had been traveling and the world where we had been consuming it and hearing about this Cambridge Analytica boogeyman, it took trusted, credible, long-standing news agencies to make it a breaking story. One of the biggest lessons I've learned over the last couple of months, especially around this, is that regardless of how many sources of information we are seeing now, regardless of how many platforms there are, regardless of who's saying what, at our core, we still need to get the final confirmation from someone we trust. When you look at it that way, that means trust is built by reputation. Trust is built by consistency. Trust is built by authenticity, and trust is built by being able to hold you accountable to what you've said. This is true for business, as it is for startups, as it is for you as an individual, and for us who are shaping African conversations, as it is for us as Africans. Let's think of the things that people think about us as a continent. Do they trust us when we say we are fast growing? Yes, they do. 5 of the fastest growing economies right now are on the continent, and they're growing rapidly. What are the things that we are saying that actually make people take pause and say, you know what, we're right? Why is the world's attention finally focused on here? Because the narrative coming out of this continent is credible. We are fast growing. We are the place you want to do business in. We, as Africa, are the future. You can trust that information because it's not coming from one source or from one other source. It's not just coming from the World Bank or the IMF or whoever your source of information is. You can double check that, triple check that, and the facts and the data remains the same. In a world that's quickly evolving, you are going to have to navigate who to trust. Our job as the Gina Din Group is to be your trusted partner as you navigate those choices, but also, even if we are not your trusted partner, we can help you understand who to trust and who not to trust. We can help you think through some of these questions, think through why it is important for you to engage with this question. I like that Stephen Covey says it's not a fluffy value, because I think many times we look at money, we look at bottom line, but we forget what drives those. Over the next coming weeks, I'm going to be engaging a lot more on trust as we partner with one of the world's leading global PR firms, Gina Group, to bring about East Africa's first ever trust barometer and look as to what that particular barometer can teach us. Stay tuned.